going to be cooking a super simple bok choy with a miso dressing, and there's two ideas in here that you can take away and apply in heaps of different ways. So first is how we're going to cook the bok choy. So rather than stir fry it or steam it, we're actually going to cook it in a pan, and super hot, but with a lid. So what we'll do, get the bok choy in, bit of oil in the pan, lid on. So the bottom starts to char because we're using a really super hot pan, but there's water on the bok choy, and so that means that the top starts to steam. So then we just cook it for 2 minutes, then we stir, add a splash more water to kind of promote the steam, and then finish it off. And so it's done in 4 minutes. It's you get the lovely charry flavors, so you kind of get, it's a bit more interesting than regular vegetables, but it's super easy to do. So this, I've used it with broccoli, I've used it with beans, I've used it with Chinese broccoli, spinach, greens. It could pretty much most cauliflower, most veggies you can cook in this using this method. So it's a great one to have in your repertoire. And then we're serving it with the miso dressing. So just mixing some miso with balsamic vinegar and a little bit of water and olive oil, and like miso and balsamic, so you get the sweet, salty. It's such a good dressing, and that's something that you could use. I use it as a regular salad dressing. I've used it with veggies, and I've also used it as a sauce with chicken. So heaps of options there. So we'll hop into the kitchen and I'll show you how to make them. I had a pan on a really super high heat, heating up for about a minute now. While it's heating up, I'm going to prepare the bok choy. So I've just got 3 heads here. So I'm just going to trim the bases off, and then I'll open it up. You can see it's quite dirty in, well, you probably maybe can't see, it's quite dirty in there, so I'm going to give that all a wash. The bok choy is nice and clean now. I'm just going to chop it just into kind of, I'm going to chop the stems kind of more finely, so, and then just leaves like that. So about, kind of an inch for the stems, a bit less, and leave the leaves mostly whole because they're going to wilt down and into hardly anything. Great. So the secret to this method is to make sure your pan's super hot. So I'm going to leave that just for another couple more minutes. The pan's been heating up for about 3 or 4 minutes now, and I can feel it's quite hot when I put my hand over. So we'll get our veggies in. So just all you do, a little bit of oil. I'm using macadamia oil, so it's smoking already. It's really hot, and we'll just get veggies and lid on. And then I'm going to set the timer actually. So we're going to cook it for 2 minutes. For the miso dressing, we want kind of a scant tablespoon of miso paste. So not quite a full one. So get that in the bowl. Then I'm using some balsamic vinegar, but you could use lemon juice or rice wine vinegar or sherry vinegar. Pretty much most vinegars are going to work in here. This balsamic has a bit of sweetness, which I quite like. And then I'm just going to kind of combine the miso with the balsamic. You just want to kind of to make a smooth dressing, so just give it a good little whisk here. Get rid of any miso lumps. And actually we'll just pop in a tablespoon of water as well, just to make it a bit more of a, because the miso keeps it quite thick, so that'll just make it more of a saucy kind of dressing. So that's looking great. And then I've got, and finish it off with some olive oil, so just a couple of tablespoons. Of olive oil, and then just give that a whisk. Our veg have been on for 2 minutes already. Time goes fast. So I'll just go up and have a look, and you can see like they're starting to char on the bottom. Wonderful. But yeah, they're going to need some more time. So what we'll do is just give them a bit of a stir, move them around the pan, and then I usually put in just a splash of water and leave back on for another 2 minutes. And that water just, you can hear it's really hot. We've still got it on the highest heat. That water just generates a bit of steam, which kind of slows down the charring process and gets the veg like steamed and cooked and lovely and tender. So we'll give it another 2 minutes. So that's been another 2 minutes. So we'll have a check on our veg, and let's have a look. So looking tender and really got some charry bits, perfect. So I'm just going to get that off the heat and then transfer it to a plate, and then I'll pour the dressing over because we don't want to put the dressing into the pan. The miso flavors are quite delicate, and that super hot pan is just going to give the miso a tough time.